What's up? What's up? That theme song means it is time for another themed episode. Alright, I'm going to work on fade out for those sometime. But today I wanted to discuss the difference a little bit between shame and embarrassment. Because it's an important distinction to make. Shame is usually connected with a moral sense of doing something wrong. Shame and embarrassment are both connected to socially acceptable kind of things, but shame is more involved in moral stuff. Shame doesn't really depend on personality, while embarrassment more could depend on someone's personality. Many people who are more modest would be embarrassed by something that someone who wasn't. And finally, shame tends to be something that doesn't require anyone else to know about, whereas embarrassment is usually a social thing. So these two examples I'm going to give you are related to embarrassment more than shame. And they're embarrassing. Well, first one happened last year. I was at De Anza College. I was running around. I had like 5 minutes between classes, maybe 10. And I had my Spanish class, which I was doing poorly in. No hablo español. But I tried, and I was trying really hard, and I didn't want to miss class. So I ran to the bathroom, and I was trying to pee and read the paper at the same time. So I'm sitting down all straight up, holding the paper out. And when I pulled my shorts up, they were soaked. So I guess the angles being what they were, I ended up emptying my bladder all over my shorts and underwear. So I dabbed off what I could, got it as dry as possible, and just went to class. It was a 40-minute class. I tried to sit far away from everybody, but it was crowded, and I immediately jetted. So that was embarrassment. It could have been shame. Then another one, same thing with school, to do with pee also. I went to school, and it was a long day, and I kept smelling cat pee everywhere. I'm like, what is that? And then finally, toward the end of the day, a 3-hour class, I smelled my bag. That's where it was coming from. One of the cats had peed on my book bag. So that was embarrassment versus shame. Like, I didn't really do anything wrong. So those are two examples to separate. I also want to share with you a funny sort of dream fragment from last night. Sometimes I'll get up and just kind of nap on the couch until I have to go. Just getting those little short, quick dreams, like 20 minutes of sleep. Wake up, oh, it's not time yet. Wake up, oh, I've got 45 minutes. Wake up, oh, I've got 25 minutes. So I ended up having all these little dream snippets. And sometimes in dreams, my dreams at least, maybe with you guys too, more often than not, I'm a character in the dream, and I'm seeing it through my eyes and experiencing it. Sometimes I'll be watching a movie or something on the TV, like the Ripley's Believe It or Not dream that I told you guys about, and then sometimes I'll go into it. But sometimes I'll just be watching it, like this morning. I'm napping, and I'm watching a Batman animated, like anime-style cartoon. And for some reason, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is playing Two-Face, and he's hanging out at the lake, and he's flipping his coin, and he's like, this will decide what's going to happen. And he flips the coin, it lands in his hand, he twirls it through his fingers, and it lands, and then the screen goes black. I'm like, hey, what happened? Like, I want to know what it landed on. What's going to happen? And so I remember thinking, do I have to put a new DVD in? Do I have to change the channel? Like, what happened? And then I was like, wait, where am I? I'm like, oh, I'm under the covers. That was a dream. I guess I'll never find out. So that was funny. Not really related to shame or embarrassment, but it is current. And I did say I wouldn't bog down the episode if I had something else to say. Tomorrow's the doozy, folks. Wednesday. It's the big shame that has led to me not lying. All right, see you tomorrow.